Hey, it's the Midnight Raven, and today we're looking at part 2 in the triangle case called the Vanishing Triangle. So these were 6 women that had gone missing over a time period, and each seemed to be supposedly linked to a man named Larry Murphy. Now, Larry had been arrested for an assault, an abduction, and an attempted murder. He would spend 15 years in prison. And while Larry was in prison, his brother had claimed that all the killings and vanishings in this 80 square mile area known as the Vanishing Triangle had stopped. Question is, was Larry really the one doing the killing because of them stopping while he was in prison? And today we're going to look at 3 of the 6 women's cases. We've got Annie McCarrick, Jojo Dollard, and Fiona Pender, and we're going to look at 3 cases in this video and 3 cases in the next video, and then at the end of the next video we will wrap up all 6 cases. So we are going to look at Annie McCarrick. So Annie McCarrick was a 26-year-old from New York, but was fascinated with her Irish heritage. She had made the country her home in Ireland, and on the 26th of March 1993, she called a friend to ask if they wanted to go for a walk in the Wicklow Mountains. And if you saw the first case, you will know that the Wicklow Mountains was where Larry had attacked another girl and tried to assault and kill her. So these had connections. So if she wanted to go for a walk in the mountains with her, her friend was busy, so Annie decided to go by herself. Maybe she'll regret that. She began her journey by bus, and another friend spotted her on the bus and saw her get off a few steps later. Her movements from then on are unclear. A woman matching her description was spotted at the Johnny Fox Club, which was a live music and bar venue in the mountains. She was apparently seen with a man, and then after that, the last possible sighting of her goes cold. She was reported missing the following evening when she failed to turn up to a dinner date with friends. There was a large-scale search of the mountain area, but there was no trace of Annie McCarrick ever found. The last sighting of her was in the music venue, and then she basically disappeared. No body has ever been found, and no trace of her has been found since. So, Jojo Dullard. So Jojo was another woman. She was 21 years old, and she disappeared on the 9th of November 1995 after socializing in Dublin. Having missed her last bus home, she caught a different bus. Now this bus would only take her partially home. So when she got off this bus, she would then either have to walk the rest of the way home or she would have to hitchhike. She called a friend saying that she would be home soon and that she had got off the bus at the stop and she was making her way back. She was never heard from again. That was it. In 2020, her case was upgraded to murder. Larry Murphy had been a potential person of interest in this case, but was never charged for any crime, and no body of Jojo has ever been found, and nobody has ever seen her since. Getting off that bus and phoning her friend was the last she ever made contact with anybody. So the next case is Fiona Pender. So on the 23rd of August 1996, Pender's boyfriend waved her off from her apartment, and it was the last time she would be seen alive. Fiona was a part-time model and was 7 months pregnant the day she went missing. She'd spent the day going out clothes shopping for baby stuff. Police hinted that there was a prime suspect in the case, and then it would seem that Fiona, in her condition, would have been taken off the street and abducted, and unfortunately, due to her being pregnant, would have been able to put up little to no fight if she was abducted. Being 7 months pregnant, you're not exactly going to be able to fight off an attacker. The police hinted at a prime suspect who possibly knew the Pinder family, but never released the suspect's name. The only evidence was a small wooden cross with Fiona's name that was found on a nearby mountain range, the Wicklow Mountains. Police didn't connect this crime to any suspects, but the Wicklow Mountains being in this case suggests maybe Larry. The previous case where Larry was a potential person of interest but not charged, and then the case before that, again, where the Wicklow Mountains were involved, also could have been Larry. These three cases sound very similar in the fact that it was a woman by herself, and then pieces found, whether it was the cross or the area that the woman had gone missing, had connections to the 80 square miles and the Wicklow Mountains. Could it be that Larry was involved in each of these cases and unfortunately was never brought to justice for any of them? Is that at all possible? Because the previous case, the woman had 2 hunters that stopped her being killed, and then she managed to go to the police with the hunters. Is this the only reason that she stayed alive? Was because there was someone witnessing her attack? Had these 3 girls just been unlucky to be at the wrong place at the wrong time and alone? So if you want to see more True Crime with Raven and you want to see part 3, when we're going to delve into the other 3 cases of these missing women, and we're going to discover whether Larry really could have murdered 6 women. So this is True Crime with Raven. Give it a big thumbs up, like and subscribe. Comment down below, do you believe Larry Murphy killed these 3 women? Do you believe this is just coincidence, or were these all targeted attacks by the same man? If you want to see more from me, remember to like and subscribe and click that notification bell. I load videos every day. And if you want to support the channel, remember a PayPal, a Super Chat, all goes into my channel and the time that it takes me to research. And I will see you very soon for part 3 in the case of the Vanishing Triangle. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye guys.